to another episode of WSRU-TV News. I'm Sophia Bulava, and this is my co-host, Alexander Holmes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's jump right into what's happening at The Rock. Over the past few semesters, scheduling has been a bit of an issue for students. Thanks to SRU Scheduler being back, many people are able to get their schedules in seamlessly. Although it has been easier, the education majors on campus have been having major issues with the OneSys system being down for them. Here's Talia Sternagel with more.
Education majors at Slippery Rock University faced frustration this week after the OneSys system went down, preventing them from scheduling classes for the next semester. The outage left many students unable to register for required courses or check availability, and some say they spent hours refreshing the page only to see error messages.
On Monday of last week, we were warned by one of our professors that OneSys was crashing for education majors and no one was able to schedule.
For now, education majors are catching up on their schedules and keeping their fingers crossed for no more tech troubles. For WSRU-TV, I'm Talia Sternagel.
Thanks, Talia.
Rhoads Hall during the course of the semester has experienced an uptick in fire alarm evacuations due to various issues. Here is Connor, Collin, and Tyler with the story.
Slippery Rock residents at Rhoads Hall have voiced their concerns over having 14 fire alarm evacuations this semester. The last evacuation occurring on November 4th, with 2 of the evacuations being scheduled fire drills. That leaves 12 evacuations left caused by various factors, with some reasons being cooking gone wrong, opening up fire escape doors, and some other unconfirmed reasons that have caused the fire alarms to go off. Sophomores in the building have compared this year in Rhoads Hall to last year.
So last year, there definitely wasn't as many times that the fire alarm got set off, but this year it's definitely been a lot more frequent. Definitely very frustrating, especially when it's 3 in the morning, but yeah, definitely worse this year.
Residents at Rhoads Hall are hoping that the evacuations are finally over so that they can finally live in peace.
Thanks, guys.
Looking for somewhere on campus that seems out of place? Reporter August Jones and Greg Chernosky have the scoop.
My name is PJ Stadina, and I am a Bachelor of Fine Arts major with a concentration in metalsmithing. Tonight we have my gallery reception for my show Cat's Cradle, which is a solo mixed media installation with sculpture and digital media. I wanted to kind of create an installation that expanded on those ideas of childhood and memory. We have the SGA Art Gallery, which allows students, not just art majors, to show work. And we also don't just do solo exhibitions, we do group exhibitions. So students are able to come together as a group and put out calls for art. The Student Art Gallery is in the basement of Strain Safety. It is a little bit in a corner. Art Society is done for the semester, so the next SGA student show will be in January.
Thanks, guys. Check out the Student Art Gallery in the basement of the Safety Building to see the next exhibit.
Reported by Megan Geyer, a 2025 Teal College graduate was charged with a DUI. Jackson Pletcher, a May 2025 Teal College graduate, is facing 5 charges after crashing into a utility pole while driving under the influence. When Officer Michael Moore arrived on scene, Pletcher's blood alcohol percentage was 0.23, which is nearly 3 times the legal limit. His penalties include 12 months of an accelerated rehabilitative disposition, 25 hours of community service, and suspension of license for 60 days. Pletcher is also required to pay for the ARD classes and damages done to the utility poles. Thanks for the story, Megan.
Josie Hart reported that a Cleveland woman was arraigned for a felony retail theft charge. Brianna Solman is accused of stealing over $1,000 in merchandise in Springfield Township. Under Pennsylvania law, retail theft becomes a felony when the value of the stolen object is $1,000 or more, or when the defendant has prior theft convictions. The Cleveland resident's court records do not show any prior theft convictions. Solman was charged with a 3rd-degree felony because she stole more than $1,000. During the courtroom visit, Solman stepped to the side of the room and spoke with Chief Public Defender Autumn Johnson, which led to Johnson raising the question with Judge D. Neil McEwen about Solman's required fingerprints. The court noted Solomon had not complied with this rule. McEwen warned, if you don't get it done, there will be a bench warrant, and you don't want that. If convicted, Solomon could face a maximum of 7 years in prison and a $15,000 fine under state law. Thanks for the story, Josie.
Samantha Toki reported a Mercer man charged on 19 counts of arson, theft, and burglary at Amish businesses and churches. Harley Redmond is linked to several criminal incidents that occurred during the month of May. These incidents affected 4 churches and 3 places of businesses across Mercer County. A GMC Sierra pickup truck was spotted by witnesses and seen in surveillance footage at several sites. The same truck was reported stolen on June 25, 2024. Redmond was arrested on June 27th in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, while driving the stolen vehicle. Redmond is facing 19 charges, including 1 count of second-degree felony arson after setting fire to the Jerusalem Christian Church on May 19th, amounting to nearly $5,000 in damages. When interviewed by police on June 20th, Redmond denied all criminal allegations and charges. He remains at Mercer County Prison, unable to post the $50,000 bail. Thanks, Samantha, for the story.
Reported by Josie Hart, a Greenville property owner confronted the Greenville Borough Council over its motion to seize his collapsing Shenango Street building. Joseph Cushman, a 42-year-old union worker and the owner of the building at 41 Shenango Street, immediately stood when the public comment section of the council session began, questioning why the borough was taking his property. While speaking, Cushman held up flyers that read, "Stop the borough from stealing my properties. It is unlawful. It is abuse. It is unconstitutional. Save 41 Shenango." Cushman added that he had been threatened and bullied, stating that the $50,000 worth of tools and equipment had been stolen from him, and every effort he made to fix his building was tampered with. Mayor Paul Hamill repeatedly told Cushman that his 5 years to repair the building had expired and advised him to get an attorney. Cushman argued that the borough was not allowing him to go through with his building plans. He said the municipality had lost the engineering report plan to fix his building. Borough officials responded that the report had since been located and sealed, but the building permit associated with it had expired. Cushman questioned why they could not locate the reporting plan when he came in to retrieve it earlier in the week. Cushman stated there would be a lawsuit against the borough, calling the situation so crooked. Thanks for the story, Josie.
Well, let's see what Joseph has in store for sports this week. Joseph?
Thanks, Sophia. What's up, Slippery Rock? I'm Joseph E. Gaita, and I'm here with your Rock Sports Report. This past Thursday, the Slippery Rock women's soccer team became the PSAC West Division champions by defeating Seton Hill University 3-1. This is their first title since 2019, and it also marks their 5th regular season championship in program history. The win improves the Rock's record to 12-3-1 on the season, with a 12-1-1 in the PSAC West. SRU extends the program's longest unbeaten streak over the last 5 years. Today, the team is in a quarterfinal match in the PSAC tournament against Millersville. Also, Rock Wrestling is back. Slippery Rock University announced the return of the Division II men's varsity team. The goal is to get the team back to the mat during the 2027-2028 school year. The university recently launched a wrestling campaign with an initial goal of $2 million. Former Rock alumni Robert Dudley created a dollar-for-dollar match up to $250,000. As NCAA rules have changed since the last time Slippery Rock had a wrestling team, the return to Division I is not possible. This will affect every dollar raised for the program's advancement to the next level. The Slippery Rock basketball team is gearing up for another great season. Here is Rihanna and Gabby with the story.
Slippery Rock University's men's basketball team has been back on the court to get ready for this upcoming season after having a 15-14 record in the 2024 to 2025 season. We talked with the head coach to hear what they've been doing to prepare for this upcoming season.
I think that we have a confident group. I think we're confident as coaches, confident as players. The mindset is really to be better than we were last year and continue to strive towards a championship when we're all said and done with this season. Those are the goals for our team.
We also got a few words from one of the athletes about this upcoming season.
It makes it special because the trust that my coaches have in me, it lets me go out there and just play without any worries, without thinking too hard about anything. Just really lets me just go out there and be myself.
For WSRU-TV, this is Rihanna Jacobson.
Thanks, Rihanna and Gabby. A brand new varsity athletic team is set to join Slippery Rock starting in the 2027-2028 academic year. Women's flag football will be added as a varsity sport. The initiative will be backed by a fundraising camp beginning in early 2026. This decision aligns with the sport's increasing popularity at regional high schools and its debut in the Olympics in 2028. An upcoming NCAA vote is also expected to recognize it as an emerging sport soon. And lastly, number 9 Slippery Rock football aims to bounce back after a loss to Edinburgh this past Saturday when the Rock faces Bloomsburg University. Slippery Rock currently sits at a 6-3 record while Bloomsburg stands at 2-8. Can the Rock enter the playoffs? Yes, but some things must go their way. The team must win this week on the road and only 7 playoff spots remain. The Rock must leap at least 2 teams, and some games closely to watch are Assumption versus Westchester and California versus Shippensburg. If Assumption and Cal win, Slippery Rock likely stays out, but Fayette State, sitting at 6-3, sits at number 8 in the D2 rankings, but is off this week, while others can still add wins, so time will tell if the Rock makes the playoffs this season. And that's all I have. As always, this is the week's Rock Sport Report, and I'm Joseph Gaita, signing off.
Well, today's Veterans Day, so we want to show our appreciation and thank all the veterans out there, especially our fellow students who are veterans or might be currently serving, whether it be abroad or in the current ROTC program.
Yes, we're very grateful for your sacrifice and service. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in WSRU-TV News. I'm Sophia Bulava.
And I'm Alexander Holmes. You stay classy, Slippery Rock.